Greetings, humans. I'm Andre, and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. So we're finally getting around to more Epica. So our Epica reactions so far have been very well received, so there's no way we're gonna stop with the Epica Live, which is epic! Yeah. So this is a suggestion, and it's 2 songs, Unleashed and Storm of the Sorrow. Both songs we know. Live performance at Masters of Rock 2013 that we don't know. Yes. So, I'm hyped. Yep, I'm hyped too. You ready? No. Some will be in the description below, if you want to check that out. And I think we're gonna get this train rolling, because it's kind of a long video.
Are you guys having a good time up there?
I once chose...
It's very good to be back. Very good to see you all over here again. Thank you. The next song we're gonna play is from Design Universe, and this one is called Unleashed.
And always the first thing to fade. Agony and weakness, nothing we can ever replace. Years of cruel they break us, bringing on decay and despair. Awareness and perception, something we can never replace.
have one thing to tell you, and that is, let's not dwell too much. Let's not get into any analysis because there's another song and I want it. Okay, yeah. I just want to say, I can tell why, I think her name was Laura Anderson, recommended that we do this one instead of the retrospect version. And we can do that too if you want, because it's got a lot more of the live energy. I think retrospect was sort of produced to be all clean and neat and polished, and this is just so raw. Getting this energy for me is like gloriously bittersweet right now. Yeah, so let's just go through the second song. So that will be Storm the Sorrow. Both of these are songs that I really related to with the lyrics from Epica, so cool choice of songs too. So let's just go. Yeah.
Confined within me, no place for
Yeah, I can't. Oh dear. That was intense, man. That was really intense. I really get it why she wanted us to check out this performance. This was brilliant. I'm literally trying to not get out of my seat because that all reactors do, but... Stay. Breathe. Breathe, my friend. You can cope with it. Oh dear Lord. Can we do coherent speech? You can start. Okay, so... This isn't by any means a perfect performance, I would say, in terms of how they play, but it's a lot more of an intimate performance so in sync with the audience. They're, like, she was giving Isaac to do the thing in the song. I don't even remember where it was. It was one of her lines. It was one of the lines that she was supposed to sing, so, yeah. There's definitely that happening. The mix isn't perfect. The footage isn't perfect. Some of the flame stuff I think are lagging every now and then, but you just get that feeling like being in a show, and it's something we're all sorely missing. So yeah, this was so intense. Okay, so what I want to say about the mix, you say it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect from any analytical standpoint, but I absolutely love it, and it's because you can hear everything, you can tell everything apart, because, I don't know, all the instruments are so pumped up, and like, I guess each of them has kind of its own texture, and like, I tell the guitars apart from each other. I hear the bass, I hear the drums so well, I can hear all the kick patterns. I hadn't noticed how many cool kick patterns are in these songs, and all of it, like, because it's a little dirty, like, you have that cymbal kind of, instead of just being on point, like, just, instead of that, like, just having this delay, you have the guitars kind of, I guess, bringing a bit too much gain. It just, all of it together just gives this growl. It's just so mad. I think it's the most brutal I've heard Epica sounding. So probably, probably too. I was gonna say about the, like, drum snippets that you mentioned, I think those might actually not be on the studio. I recognize the ones that are not on the studio. Yeah, so that was really cool. And speaking of Epica being at their most brutal, it's actually also probably Simone's most brutal, if you can even use that word in her performance. She was adding grit in her voice in many points through this. Yeah. And like really sort of pushing all the air out of her lungs. And in all the music videos, her persona is all diva and stuff. I'm really loving seeing live performances of Simone. This is a whole new side of her. Yeah, she can pull the badass, baby. Yeah. Oh dear. And what you were saying about, like, the grit, it's like, I can't even tell whether she's doing that because she's struggling to hit the notes or just because she's feeling the energy, but I feel like it's a bit of both. Yeah, I think in some sense it's an emotional package that manifests as a struggle, and she depicts that perfectly. And despite that, they're having a truckload of fun. Yeah, that's why it drew me in. Yeah, so they're always kind of a bit goofballing on stage. I also have some musical details that I want to comment on. One is in Storm the Sorrow, this part, with the growl. So, I haven't noticed in the studio, but I'm pretty sure it's the same in the studio. You have that part, the first part, you've got Mark screaming and Simone doing sort of a layer underground. Yeah. And then the orchestral layer disappears and Simone disappears, and then you have him actually alternating with Isaac. Yeah. And they're doing that alternation, and then they're both together on the final screen. That was such a cool build-up. Jesus, that was so intense. The one thing I didn't like about that part is that actually I think the growls were a bit buried compared to the clean, so it didn't actually come that much forward when it came. And that ending part at Unleashed, that when it peaks up the chorus 1 octave higher or whatever it is in, like, that really high soprano tone, when I heard that coming, I was like, oh god, please tell me, oh god, she's not gonna pull it off. Yeah, she pulled it off. Some of the notes were a little shorter than on studio, but she hit all notes. Oh my god. And so this was, they've got such a cool stage dynamic. This is a festival setting. It was still daytime, although this is probably a summer festival. So yeah, this was intense. I really like this. We're definitely gonna keep this hype train going. Yes. Sooner, hopefully, rather than later. More Epica, older songs, or Epica live. That's what we're gonna get to. We know the last 3 albums. So yeah, I'm done. I hope you guys are too. I don't even know if you said this. You have the link to the original thing below. Be sure to watch it on repeat. And yeah, if you enjoyed our reactions, we greatly appreciate the like and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse is out.